Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome out to this special presentation of JUCO softball on the ICC Sports Network. As today, well, don't adjust your channels, folks. We are hosting a few games out here today, and the first games today, or the doubleheader today, will be between number 16 South Suburban College out of Illinois and Northeast Mississippi Community College. Blake last week was able to help us out with a broadcast that we couldn't make it to whenever we played at their place, so happy to extend that back here in Tupelo this afternoon. Clouds are moving into the area. Hopefully we'll be able to get this doubleheader in this afternoon before any of that will hit the ground. We're going to take one more quick timeout, come back with that Guaranty Bank opening pitch here on the ICC Sports Network.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue the Davis Ford pregame show here, waiting that Guaranty Bank opening pitch between the Bulldogs of South Suburban College out of Illinois and the Northeast Tigers, of course, out of Boonville. Coming down to play today. Coaches are going over the field directions here. We're playing in Tupelo because our field is currently under construction. out at ICC. If you're in the area, we encourage you to drive by and check out the new facility going up there. It's going to be outstanding, folks. I personally can't wait to get in the press box, as it's going to be a pretty cool look there. Umpires still talking things over about the ground rules. Winds are picking up, and I noticed a lot of fans have kind of gone back and got some jackets and such, so might be a good thing that I'm inside right now. Now, we do have a external mic because I'm indoors, so hopefully we'll be able to control that throughout the day as well. We do want to welcome all those watching in favor of Northeast this afternoon, as well as the Bulldogs. For those that may not be familiar with South Suburban, I believe this is going to be the first time ICC's played. I'm not sure about Northeast, but so they're in, I believe, South Holland, Illinois. So I believe, if I'm thinking right, that's going to be right off of I-80, just east of Gary, Indiana. In that part of the world, I've seen it a couple of times, I believe, or at least a sign for that part. Of course, if anybody knows me in the North Mississippi area, I'm one of the very few Notre Dame fans. Go up there, watch a couple of football games each year, and sometimes we stay into the Chicago area. And so that's going to be coming from South Bend on 90. I believe the split is maybe 65-80 to 90 right there just on the other side of Gary. So if you stick on 80, that will take you to that part of the world there where South Holland or the South Suburban Bulldogs are located. I want to say probably for a regular drive just under 9 hours from Tupelo. Probably on a bus, you're looking at probably closer to 10 hours on the ride there. But either way it goes, we do want to thank all those that are tuning in this afternoon. Up north, hope you have some good weather up there. I know a lot of times this time of year, teams tend to migrate south to be able to get some games in. We talk about that. This is going to be the season opener here for the Bulldogs. Northeast comes in with a record of 5-1 on the year as well. Well, as the coaches continue to talk here, we're going to take another timeout and be back with more right after this here on the Davis Ford pregame show.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still not for sure what the conversation is right now. Both the coaches have left home plate. The umpires are kind of just standing there to the side, and we're waiting both teams to take the field here. Northeast will be the home team as they will take the field now. Let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups here for Northeast. And let's just go through the batting order here for Northeast. It'll be Sydney Bean. She'll be out in left field. Ava Meeks will be the second baseman. Sarah Heineman will be in right field. The DP today will be Natalie McKinney. You've got Madeline Savage. She'll be over at third base. Catching today is Haley Minshew. You've got first baseman Olivia Gamble. And then Caitlin Carnathian. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. She'll be at shortstop, and Emma Calicut will be in center field. Riley Title will be the pitcher here for Northeast. We'll go inside the numbers, being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. And she is 2-0 in the season with a save. She has a clean 0 ERA. She struck out 15, walked 2, has given up 7 hits. Clearly no runs, no errors. None of those earned. So awaiting this Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here between Northeast and the Bulldogs of South Suburban. They're in the gray. Northeast is in the black. Sit back, grab an ice cold Coke, and enjoy game one between the two of these teams. As the first pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and it comes your way at 102. That's a 102 Guaranteed Bank opening pitch, as 1-0 is the count here. This is Bickett, Martin, and Shepard due up here to start the inning. As that pitch in there for a strike evens the count up now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs as we're just now starting things off here. Swung on and missed there. Nice little change-up of pace that time. 1-2 now goes the count here to Bickett. Now this South Suburban team, ranked number 16 in the preseason poll, made an impressive run through the D2 National Tournament last year. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is a Renaissance Bank strikeout to start the contest. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. So now up is going to be Martin. She's catching this afternoon. That first pitch going to miss high for a ball. Still some of the crowd making their way out to the ballpark today, lining up down the right field line. A lot of Northeast fans. Of course, again, we completely understand why some of those South Suburban fans couldn't make it out today as that pitch finds the inside corner for a strike. Do want to give a shout out to Blake Long and my buddy Ryan over there at Northeast and all the great work they do. This pitch is popped back and off the netting. That'll go for strike 2. And if any of you Northeast fans are out there, and if you ever see Blake or Ryan at a ball game or around campus or around town, if they're around town, you can, I know Blake won't complain if you buy his lunch. Ryan probably won't complain either, but just give them a shout out. Tell them you appreciate all the hard work they do, because those two dudes do a lot of good work over there at Northeast. That pitch finds the corner for strike 3. Wow, a friendly corner there as Martin goes down looking back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts. Northeast fans, just remember, if you are a fan of those SEC short commercials that you see a lot of times down here, visit RenaissanceNation.com. You can check out those and a lot more at RenaissanceNation.com. That pitch in there for a strike, as this is Shepard, the third baseman at the plate right now. And that pitch in there for a strike. Boy, this home plate umpire loves calling strikes. If you're a pitcher, you love it too. So 0-2 is the count here to Shepard. Good eye there to hold off on that one. 1-2 now goes the count here to Pearson Shepard. Playing third, batting third here for the Bulldogs. We'll keep it here in the exchange of the innings and give you the lineup for South Suburban. That's a foul ball, and the gentleman that was sitting down on the bench over there, well, nearly got him. So no harm, no foul there as we stay at 1-2. Nice job by Shepard to find a piece of that one to foul it off and keep the at-bat alive here. Trying to spark a 2-out rally here in the top of the first inning. Shepard swings and a miss at a rise ball, and that is 3 straight Renaissance Bank strikeouts there in the top of the first for title, and that's a big start there for Northeast. We said we'll keep it here during the exchange of the inning to let you know about today's starting lineup for the Bulldogs. We've already introduced you to the first 3 batters. That was Emily Bickett, who is out in center field. Diana Martin, who is catching today. The third baseman is Pearson Shepard. And then the rest of the lineup looks like this, 4 through 9. Hannah Pearson, she's at first base. Shauna Gooseby is the shortstop. Jocelyn Rodriguez is at second base. Valerie, and I'm going to have to look at Soyka. Again, if I say any of these names wrong, I apologize. But Soyka is in right field. The DH today is Taylor West. And playing in left field, batting ninth, is Olivia Ortiz. Pitching for the Bulldogs is going to be Skylar Ketschke. Ketschke is pitching today. They're returning a good bit of their pitching staff off of last year's team that made it to the second elimination round of the D2 World Series. They finished 37-14 last year. They're a team that they can hit the long ball. They hit 54 home runs as a team last year, returning two of their top batters in Blevins and Pearson, who were number 2 and number 3 in home runs. Take a look at some of the stats here on Ketschke. She was 9-2 on the year in the circle. She pitched 94 innings, gave up 103 hits, 59 runs, 40 of those earned. She struck out 45, walked 44, and had a 2.98 ERA, did Ketschke. She'll be greeted to the plate by Bean, Meeks, and Hyman here in the bottom of the first inning. And that pitch, wow, this home plate umpire is a fan. I'm a fan of it. I know you're going to have to adjust early, but that pitch looked low, but he has not called very many balls so far in this contest. There's a swing and a miss, and as a batter, you've got to know that today, that he's got a very friendly strike zone, so you've got to come to the plate with an aggressive mind here. And so 0-2 now is the count here to the left fielder, Sydney Bean. Northeast, 5-1 on the year. As this pitch is, that one's outside for a ball. We've already mentioned that for South Suburban, this is their first game of the season. So 1-2 now is the count. There's a shot right back to the pitcher, able to glove it, throw it over. Is in time. 1-3 to retire Bean for those of you scoring at home. One away now here in the bottom of the first inning. Still no score, and this will bring up Ava Meeks, the second baseman for Northeast. Well, if you're an ICC fan, got the alert that there was a broadcast on the network here, don't freak out. This is what you are seeing right now. It is Northeast and South Suburban. We're happy to help our rivals up the road. For those in South Suburban that might be watching, don't realize it. This ICC and Northeast are very close in proximity and two very intense rivals. But when we have the opportunities to help each other, like Blake helped us last week, we're happy to return the favor here and bring you this action today. This pitch fouled back, and now the count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here on Meeks. Ketschke pitch is off speed, line drive, and it's going to get through for a base hit. First hit of the day for either team, and Meeks just snuck that one by a diving second baseman for a 1-out single. And now this will bring Sarah Heineman to the plate. She's playing in right field this afternoon. First of 2 games here in Tupelo. Of course, if Mother Nature likes us, we'll be back here tomorrow as South Suburban will take on Northwest. We will take on, our ICC will take on Kaskaskia College. Is that pitch in there for a strike? 1 out, runner on first, no score here in the bottom of the first, game 1. Runner goes, throw down is not in time, and that'll be a stolen base. Got a good jump on it that time, did Meeks. The throw was good, just a little bit short. Had she been able to put that one on the money, might have been able to get her out there. As that pitch, I believe, was a ball. We're going to say it was. 1-1 now is the count. And that one's going to miss low. We'll see if he shows this time. I've got it being 2-1. And he agrees. This pitch foul back off the netting. Should even things up now at 2-2. No, excuse me, he's saying it's 1-2. Well, he just showed 2-1. Now he showed 1-2. May have just had a little slip up there. So 1-2 now is the count. All-speed pitch popped up. Trouble is over the head of the shortstop. Are they going to try to score the run? They are. Nope, they're going to bring her back. Probably the right decision. And so that will go for a single for Heidemann. Advance on the throw home as she will advance to second. And now the Tigers cooking here in the bottom of the first. One out, runners on second and third. And now this is going to be Natalie McKinney coming to the plate. McKinney batting .300 on the year. She does have 3 doubles. Actually, all 3 of her hits are doubles. As that one ripped but goes foul for strike 1. So taking her time to get the ball back this time. As that pitch missing for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. There went the ICC 18-wheeler in the background. I haven't seen that in a while. I like the advertising opportunity, though, as you saw it ride through in the background. Change up. Oh, just hangs up for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to the DP, McKinney. So it was a ground out by Bean to start the inning. A single out to right by Meeks. Hyman got over the head of the shortstop. She was able to advance to second on the throw as Meeks had to check up at third. And that's where we're at now here with McKinney. McKinney pops this one up. It's going to get out of play. And now the count will leave it up at 2-all. Well, important that the runner was able to advance to second on that throw because it eliminates the traditional double play opportunity. Two-two pitch, swung on, popped up, and it's going to get out of play. And we'll stay at 2-2. So 2-2 is the count, 1 out. Runners on second and third here for the Tigers trying to strike early. This pitch popped up, and it's going to get out of play. Not a lot of foul territory on either side of the bags here at Tupelo. Of course, we mentioned we're here in Tupelo because of the construction going on the new facility going up. It's actually going to be softball/tennis facility over there on the Fulton campus. Again, if you're in the Fulton area, we do want to invite you to drive by and look at it because it's going to be it's already impressive, but it's really going to be impressive when they get it done. 2-2 pitch popped up deep left side. Left fielder's going to have to charge, and the third baseman can't get to it. That'll drop for a hit. Do they tag her out? No. And so again, that'll be a single advance on the throw. They gonna call it a double? Yeah, 1 run scored. So it'll be 1-0. So that RBI for McKinney. She checked up at first, and once that throw went to third, she had the wherewithal to head over to second. And that'll be a run scored. So 1-0 is the score here. Meeks scores. And now this will be Savage coming to the plate. Still 1 out. Shows bunt. It's a beauty squeeze play, and it's not in time. Now she's going to head to second. Good job over there by the first base coach of Northeast to recognize nobody was covering second base. Was very animated to get the runner to head to second. And right now, everything going the way of the Tigers. Start early, and South Suburban kind of wants to just talk things over here. And so I guess since she reached safely, you give her credit for the single, even though it was a squeeze bunt in that situation. She does reach successfully. 2-0. Is the fielder's choice? Yes. Because they did go home on the play, just the tag was not in time. Ground ball, third baseman was in, and Northeast, they're going to try to score 2. The run from second is safe. So add 2 more to the board there. As they gambled, it was a good throw just up the line a little bit. Had it been more towards home plate, would have been able to get the runner out. But instead, it's now 4-0 Tigers early on here in the bottom of the first. Still 1 out. Runner at second as Minshew wisely took second on the throw home. Off-speed pitch finds his own for a strike. This is Gamble at the plate. She's playing first base, batting in that 7 spot. There's going to be a line drive. Is this fair? Yes, it is. That's going to be down for extra bases. Nope, she's going to hold up at first. Great play out there in right field to quickly get that one back in. But another RBI single as Gamble had to hit the brakes pretty hard. As she was like me, she was thinking 2, but a good job hustling out there. As that makes it 5-0 now. With 1 out. And Carnathian coming to the plate, but they're going to have a meeting in the circle. We'll take the time out with them and be back with more right after this.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back after that brief meeting in the circle there. No changes made by South Suburban. Carnathan is there's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw over is not, it's in the dirt, and so that will go for a error. And now they're going to try to score the run. Do they get her? They're going to say no. They're going to say she got underneath the tag. Well, the tag was high there, and so we'll be really surprised if you don't get an argument out of the South Suburban coach because the throw was in plenty of time. And I'm going to have to say, and I'm not saying this because I'm an ICC guy, folks. I'm just going to say, looked like she was out. But that's why he's getting paid to call the game, and I'm getting paid to sit up here. And the South Suburban coach, rightfully so, coming out to argue that call, and instead it falls on deaf ears, and now it's 6-0. And we're going to the number 9 batter, Calicut. So I got a KB up here with me. And she's helping me out, and there's going to be a bunt. Throw to first is in time. Runner does advance in that situation. And that's going to be the second out of the inning, and back to the top of the lineup we go here. So South Suburban trying to get out of the inning here, stop a little bit of that bleeding as they trail it 6-0. Off-speed pitch inside, and that one called a strike. I'll tell you what, folks, if this umpire behind home plate calls every game, he is getting paid by the hour because that strike zone is wide today. And it's been that way for both teams, and at the end of the day, that's all you can ask is for that kind of consistency as this ball's fouled back. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the inning. Runner at third here for the Tigers. And that one fouled back will stay at 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third here for the Tigers. They lead it 6-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Change up, hangs up, gets away, and the runner will score from third. And it's all Tigers to start this one. So now nobody on the bases. 1-2 now is the count. That one in the dirt, 2-2 now. We'll go the count here to Bean. She grounded out back to the pitcher to start the bottom part of the inning, so looking to redeem herself here with her second opportunity in the home half of the first. Pitch on its way, and this one's going to be fouled off. You look at that pitch and you're like, well, why did she swing at it? It looked like it was going to be outside. Well, that's the type of strike zone we've had so far. And again, not knocking the home plate umpire by any stretch of the imagination because he is calling it both ways. But as a batter, you've got to recognize that and swing at pitches like that because if he's going to call him a strike anyway, might as well go down fighting. That pitch in the dirt, now the count goes 3-2. Wind starting to pick up here at the ballpark. Veterans Park here in Tupelo. And there's going to be a ground ball. First baseman finds it. Will step on the bag, and that'll do it. 7-0. 7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits and 1 error. As we'll take you to a break. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the second inning. 4, 5, 6 batters due up here for the Bulldogs. Pearson, Gooseby, and Rodriguez scheduled up for South Suburban. 7-0 is your score. Tigers cashed in early and often in the bottom half of the first as there's a healthy swing and a miss there by Pearson. As we talked about, if you're a batter today, you've got to have a very aggressive mindset as this is a strike zone that it's going to be inside corner, inside corner, swing and a miss there. It's going to be inside batter box line, inside batter's box line wide so far. So as a pitcher, you love it. As a batter, not so much. So 0-2 is the count here on Pearson. Pops this one up. It's going to get back and out of play. And we'll stay at 0-2. Pearson playing first base today. She was third on the team last year with 7 home runs, had an impressive 412 batting average, and that was 50-plus games into the season. As that pitch missing high for a ball, 1-2 now is the count. Matter of fact, she returns the second best batting average of the season after Martin had a 441 last season for the Bulldogs. There's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Underhand toss, and that'll get the out. 1 away now. 1-3 for those of you might be scoring back at home. Shauna Gooseby, the shortstop, now coming to the plate. Gooseby batted .349 on last year's team. As we talked about it, they advanced to the second elimination round of the D2 World Series. Finished 37-14 last year. They hit 54 home runs as a team. Starting the preseason ranked number 16 in the country. This is their first game of the year. As that pitch high for a ball. Believe it was Kaskaskia that was scheduled to play Northwest yesterday, but those games got rained out. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Gooseby. Rodriguez on deck for the Bulldogs. Big swing and a miss there. Just couldn't quite find that off-speed pitch. Baseball team in action today. They pick up an 8-1 win over Onley College. That was up at USA Stadium in Millington, Tennessee. That pitch in there for strike 3. Got her looking. That is going to be the 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game here for title. 2 away now. And this is Rodriguez, the second baseman, coming to the plate. Of course, for those South Suburban fans watching right now, they're scheduled to play Northwest tomorrow. Not 100% sure if Northwest will be streaming that game because we will be playing Kaskaskia College at the same time. So we'll have that live stream. If not, I'll talk to Brian over at Northwest. If not, I'll try to figure out a way to at least get a stream for you guys of that game. Is that one missing for a ball somehow? 1-1 now is the count. But we say all that to say it is if Mother Nature agrees with us. That changeup hangs up for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. For our friends up north, I'm not telling our friends at Northeast anything they don't already know. This time of year, it's a crapshoot if it's going to rain or not. Some days it'll look like this, won't rain a drop, and then there is going to be strike 3. I only had that as strike 2, but strike 3, and that will be another 3-up, 3-down inning for the Bulldogs. 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for title. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom half of the second right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the second inning. It's 7-0 Northeast with the lead. Meeks is at the plate. She single, stole a base, and scored a run back in the first inning. Swung at that first pitch, missing for strike one. And that pitch in there for a strike. Nice job by Katsky to come in and quickly get ahead of the batter here. 0-2. Be good for some confidence, especially for the team, but for Katsky, if she can come in and get a 3-up, 3-down inning. And that pitch just a little bit too high. 1-2 now is the count here to Meeks. Meeks, Heineman, and McKinney scheduled up here. So waiting the pitch here from Katsky. Off-speed pitch, falls off the table just a bit too soon. Good-looking pitch, just couldn't quite get it to find the strike zone there. Evens things up at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, no outs. Meeks, Hyman, and McKinney due up here. Swinging and a miss, ball gets away, but they're going to throw it down, or they're going to say it was a foul ball. Nope, I'm going to say it was strike three. She threw it down thinking it might have hit the ground, but the umpire was signaling that it did not, so it is a Renaissance Bank strikeout there. First of the game for Katsky. As this pitch high and inside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. This is Sarah Heineman, the right fielder. She singled, advanced on the throw, and eventually came around to score part of that 7-run bottom of the first. That pitch inside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. This is part of the game where I typically tag like what's coming up at ICC or talk about our social media account. So I'm having to kind of knock myself out of my rather regular cadence because, well, ICC's not playing as that pitch is in there for a strike. But I do want to encourage you to, if you are out in Boonville, Northeast fan, you do see Blake and Ryan hanging around, tell them you appreciate all the hard work they put in to bring you Northeast athletics your way. As that pitch hangs up high for a ball, 3-1 now is the count. And now that we played South Suburban, it'll be a school that I keep up with going forward just to see how they continue to do throughout the season. As this pitch popped up, could be trouble. Right fielder, though, is going to drift over and make the play for out number 2. So 2 away now, nobody on, and this is going to be McKinney coming to the plate. She had an RBI single, advanced on the throw home, and did eventually score a run. Not really sure what that conversation was about there, but home plate umpire turns around, so let's play ball. 2 away now. As that one turned on it, pulled it foul, as it was about chin high that time for McKinney, the DP. And 1-1 now is the count here. Clouds moving in, continue to pile up to the screen right, if you will, for those watching. Clearly the people that are watching, because I'm not talking to anyone else that's not watching right now. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Katsky does a great job of filling it off the hop and getting the out, and that's a big-time play there because that's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nice swing there by the Bulldogs to bounce back after giving up 7 in the bottom of the first. We'll take a timeout, come back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the third inning. Northeast scores 7 in the bottom of the first. And South Suburban gets a 3-up, 3-down inning there in the bottom of the second, trying to see if they can spark some bats here. Now, this is a team that can hit the ball. You look at their stats from last season as a team batting just under 400. And, of course, they did have some turnover. They lost their top home run hitter who had 17 home runs last season, but a lot of home runs peppered throughout that lineup off of last year's squad. As there's a swing and a miss. Tittle in the circle here, a transfer from Calhoun, coming into Northeast. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 now is the count here. As this is Sukia. That's not right. As there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Zoyaka. Again, I apologize if I butcher these names. Good, strong Midwestern names, though. As this is West. I can say that right. Hopefully. She is the DH, batting in this 8th spot here. 1 out, nobody on. And that one's in there for a strike. Fastball's in there for strike 2. Well, Tittle has been working quickly, working with purpose, but more importantly, filling up that strike zone. Heading the count once again, 0-2 here. And there's strike 3. 7 Renaissance Bank strikeouts. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. Now Ortiz coming to the plate. She's playing in left field, batting in that 9 spot. Trying to see if she can spark a 2-out rally. Swings on the first pitch, can't catch up with it, strike 1. 0-1 now is the count. 2 away, bottom of the third inning here in game 1 of 2 this afternoon in Tupelo. Northeast and South Suburban. This pitch fouled back. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Trying to get another 3-up, 3-down inning here. As that pitch up high, not a bad spot to miss with the throwaway pitch. 1-2 now is the count here to Ortiz. So signal coming in, Tittle set to deliver, and that one just missing low. Very good eye that time on the part of Ortiz to hold off on that one. And so 2-2 now is the count. Ortiz trying to spark a 2-out rally as the Bulldogs trail the Tigers 7-0. This pitch fouled back off the netting and will stay at 2-2. Tittle will come back to the rubber. Ortiz waiting on her. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 8th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Tittle, as she has faced all 9 batters. Only one able to put the bat on the ball, and that was a ground out right back to her. So she has technically been involved on every out so far of all these batters for South Suburban. We're going to take a timeout, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It appears we're going to have a few changes made here to the lineup, so we'll try to get those to you as we can. And getting everything squared away here. Kaskowski is still in the circle here for the Bulldogs. Like it was the Bulldogs who made some changes in this case. That pitch skips across for a ball. We're in the top of the 4th inning. 7-0 is the score. This is Savage, Minshew, and Gamble scheduled up as that pitch finds the corner for a strike. I believe 1-1 now is the count. There's a hard shot, but a line drive reeled in over there at third base. That was Shepard with the nice play over there as she was in. So it looks like Blevins has come in for Gooseby. But Blevins is now playing in center field, and Beckett is out at shortstop now. So that looks to be our Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works change that we just mentioned there. Appreciate Coach Ernest helping me figure that out. Be lost without her. Line drive out to center field. It's going to drop, and that'll be a single, second hit of the day for Minshew. And she'll hang up after taking a big turn over there at first base. And now this should bring up Gamble to the plate. She had an RBI single and scored a run on an error in her last at bat. So Gamble, who is playing first base, will dig in. That changeup hangs up for a ball. Is one out in the inning. I apologize. Shifting from basketball to baseball and softball, I'm having to remember to update my scoreboard here as that pitch hangs up high for a ball. 2-0 is the count. So 2-0 is the count. 1 out. 7-0 Northeast with the lead here in the top of the 4th. Nice pitch, finds the corner for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. This one popped up high, deep to center field, but will be squeezed for the out. Runner will not be able to advance. So a good pitch to get that second out of the inning. So now with 2 away, this is going to be Carnathan coming to the plate. She reached on an error in her last at bat. So she'll dig in here. Swings on this one. Center fielder is going to stay in her spot, take a half a step up, and get the out. So a nice job after giving up the 1-out single to get the next 2 batters without any issues, as we'll head now to the bottom of the 4th, as it's 7-0 Northeast. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back. I sort of told y'all a story a while ago. I apologize for that. It's now the top of the 4th. I said it was just done with the 4th, but that was actually the bottom of the 3rd that we just witnessed there. So just like the girls and the umpires, the guy running his mouth is in his first few games of the year, so mistakes will be made. But we do appreciate everyone tuning in, and say a special hello to Northeast and South Suburban fans. 7-0 is the score here, as there's a healthy swing and a miss, as we're back to the top of the lineup here with Beckett. She struck out swinging, and 8 Renaissance Bank strikeouts so far for Tittle of Northeast. Matter of fact, she is, well, is that pitch in there for a strike? You're not supposed to talk about that thing when you're a commentator, even though I don't have a dog in the race of either one of these, but I won't mention it until it happens. And I probably just jinxed her. This ball popped up, trouble. Nope, and it's going to be reeled in. There's shallow right field. I say shallow right field. For those that are watching, the field looks short, but it's because the infield is extended well beyond its normal spot when you see a infield of softball. When I first came into the ballpark, I was like, man, this is a small park, but it's very deceiving when you look up and you see how far back. I won't say it's probably halfway between second and the fence, the temporary fence out there, which is right around 200. As that pitch missing low for a ball. So it is a little deceiving because your eyes are used to thinking, okay, well, that's just a routine ball to the second baseman. No, it's your routine fly ball to right field. This one fouled back. We got a doubleheader going today here between Northeast and South Suburban. We talked about South Suburban making a southern tour to get a little bit better weather, but, well, Mother Nature so far is agreeing with us. Hopefully we'll continue to do so, as that pitch swung on a miss for strike 2. 1-2 now is the count. This is Martin. Martin had a .441 batting average last year. As this one fouled back, and we'll stay at 1-2. So Coach Ernest telling me they have not really been able to practice outdoors except maybe one time. So that makes a big difference. I'm telling you, folks. Of course, I'm not telling anybody from South Suburban anything, but y'all's weather is vastly different than ours. We had an ice storm come through a couple of weeks ago that has kept us limited, but that's the reason why you see a lot of teams out of the north this time of year try to schedule some of these teams in the southwest or southeast, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, areas, see if they can get in some little tournaments and stuff to get as many games as they can before the start of their season. As that pitch high for a ball. Yeah, 2-2 now is the count. We talked about it tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have ICC and Kaskaskia coming your way here. As there's a swing and a miss for strike three. Nice off-speed pitch there to get Martin. That is the 9th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Tittle. Coach, what time is the pitch tomorrow? 1 and 3. And then South Suburban and Northwest also at 1 and 3. Still here at the same ballpark. Like I said, we'll try to get up with Lentz over at Northwest to see if they might plan on streaming. If they don't, we might try to get it up on our Facebook page for our friends up north. We understand that a 9-hour drive isn't just something you can hop in your car and do over a weekend. So we want to try to help you guys out as much as we can there. This pitch going to, in there for a strike. Looked to be a little low, but as we said, this umpire has a very generous strike zone here in game one. As this one fouled out of play. See if the umpire show us the count. So 0-2 is the count here. This one fouled off, and well, I'll tell you, every time you come to the ballpark, you're going to see something you never see before, and that might be it right there. That's an extremely skinny pole that's supporting the net right there that she just fouled that off of and came right back into her lap there. So battle at the plate right now is Shepard trying to see if she can spark a 2-out rally here. That pitch is going to miss low for a ball. You kind of have to hold off on those pitches because, as we said, it's one of those that he does have a generous strike zone today, but it's been for both teams. Let me make that perfectly clear. It's been for both teams, and that's always at the end of the day you can ask. And as a batter, you have to know that. You have to know you got to come up with an aggressive mindset as time is taken here by Shepard. And that one just missing, though. That was one of those borderline pitches there. Now everything is evened up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning here, 7-0. Northeast with the lead after putting 7 runs on the board in the bottom of the 1st. Good crowd coming out today to support Northeast. Some of the ICC softball players out here as well. I would call it a peppering of South Suburban fans. As that pitch fouled off. That pitch will be outside for a ball. Good at bat going right now for Shepard. She's fouled off 4 or 5 pitches, has worked the count to come full, so see if she can be the first base runner on today for the Bulldogs. This is a dribbler. Pitcher finds it. Underhand toss across the way. And that'll do it. Another 3 up, 3 down inning there for the Bulldogs. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning, 7-0. Tigers with the lead. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the fourth inning. As that pitch fouled off for strike one. We did have multiple changes, may have a few more coming in here for. So looks like that is going to be Soyaka going out to right field. No, it's going to be Schneider going out to right field now. Looks like that might be the changes. Like they had made a few more. Is the left fielder still the same? That should be Ortiz. As that pitch missing for a ball. I don't know who that is down there, but somebody has a nice singing voice. They don't realize there's a hot mic near them. It's nothing bad. That's 1-1 pitch, and that one's going to be inside 2-1 now is the count. I'll just do this for you. We've got West out in left field, Blevins in center field, Schneider is out in right field, Shepard is the third baseman, Bickett at shortstop, Rodriguez at second, Pearson is at first, as there's going to be a line drive out to right field. The right fielder was in, but was able to go back and make the play. Nice job chasing that one down. And then you've got Katski. Katski is still your pitcher, and Martin is behind the plate. That is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works defensive alignment there for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. As we go back to the top of the lineup now here for Northeast, this will be Bean. She swings on the first pitch she sees, and it's going to be picked up and stepped on the bag over there. Second time in a row that she has grounded out to the first baseman. And so quickly, 2 away here. And again, that's what South Suburban's needing that we talked about. First game of the year, ran into a few hiccups. She saw some mental mistakes early on that come to expect, especially when you're not able to get outside and practice in a real-time simulation of a game. Is that pitch in there for a strike? But they have done a good job settling down. Katski has done an excellent job of coming back and settling down inside the circle as well. Could have easily kind of just been frustrated, said, okay, well, today's not my day. But she's come back and has pitched well. That pitch inside, nearly hitting the batter there. 1-1 now is the count. Well, one thing we'll do is I'll get the email from the coaches, and we'll email them these games as well. So our friends from South Suburban, if they happen to miss today's broadcast, they can go back and watch it. I'll also load it to our YouTube page as well. There's a ground ball. Third baseman gets it. Throw over is in time for the out. Nicely done there. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Tigers here in the bottom of the fourth. We're going to take the time out with them, hear a few more words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
High school seniors, listen up. Your journey at Itawamba Community College begins now. Registration for ICC's orientation sessions is now open. This free, required, and incredibly beneficial event is a must Discover the ins and out of campus life, create your class schedule for the fall. Spots are filling up fast, so don't miss out. Register for one of our spring or summer sessions at www.iccms.edu/orientation.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the 5th inning. That first pitch you missed was a foul ball to the right side. It got out of play for strike one. This is Pearson, Gooseby, and Rodriguez, I believe, scheduled up here for the Bulldogs. Ground ball, third baseman scoops it up, throw across the way is going to be in time for the out. 5-3 on the put out for those of scoring at home. If you're watching, hit us up on Twitter. Well, I should say the app formerly known as Twitter, now called X. Let's Go ICC, all one word, at Let's Go ICC there on Twitter. We'll give you a free shout out for anyone watching over there, and we do welcome those that are watching in favor of Northeast and the South Suburban Bulldogs. This is Blevins at the plate. So I said it was Goolsby due up, but Blevins coming in to replace her. She batted .398 as a freshman last year. Was second on the team with 8 home runs. This ball popped up. Center fielder coming in. Second baseman calls him off and makes the play for out number 2. Well, again, that's not as easy as a play as it looks. Since we talked about, as a second baseman, you're used to having that cutoff, if you will, with the infield being shaped the way it is. Well, this time it's going to carry you back even further than you think you're going. But a good job there at second by Meeks to clearly call off the charging center fielder to hold on to that one for the out. 2 away now. This is Rodriguez at the plate. She struck out swinging to end the second. She was one of 9 Renaissance Bank strikeout victims. Is that pitch? Called a ball. And I say because it's up until this point has been a pretty consistently called strike. So 1-1 is the count here to Rodriguez. Swings on this one, kind of jammed her, and the second baseman comes running in and makes the play. If you're Tittle, you come over, you tap her on the head and say, great catch, because if that one drops, that would have went for the first hit of the day. But instead, it's another 3-up, 3-down inning there for the Bulldogs. 7-0 as we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Northeast with the lead coming to the plate. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a few more changes here we'll try to get to you in a moment. As Northeast coming to the plate, 3, 4, 5 batters due up. Is scheduled up as Hyndman, McKinney, and Savage. as this is now Madison McComb at the plate. She wears number 21. So Madison Holcomb. She is a freshman out of Pontotoc, went to South Pontotoc High School, getting her first at bat of the day. 7-0, Tigers with the lead. She'll be in right field and then Rogers is replacing McKinney for South Suburban. No, for Northeast. Thank you. Coach Ernest trying to keep me straight up here. That pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. It's a bright object trying to sneak you up from behind the clouds right now. There's a changeup up the middle. Nice diving stop, but wouldn't have time to throw it over. I'm going to call that a base hit because that was an outstanding play there at shortstop. I believe that was originally it was Gooseby. Bickett. So she's moved around a little bit on it. So Bickett with a nice stab there up the middle to keep that one from being an extra base hit. Second hit of the day, actually that's the first hit, as that was Holcomb with the hit. I believe the umpire's going to call that one a strike. Shows bunt, lays down nicely, only one play, and it's going to be the first. And so that is a sacrifice bunt. And that's going to be 3-4 on the putout. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union in Fulton. I remind you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. Follow them on Twitter at ICC Baptist Student Union. So one away now. As that pitch is going to be in there for a strike. This is Savage at the plate. And we got time called here by South Suburban. They want to try to bring him one in and talk over here. Let's take a quick break here from Guaranteed Bank and be back with more after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Very brief meeting on the mound there, as they just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, here's a important fact of the game for those watching right now, and obviously a softball coach pointing it out here, that if Northeast run from second scores, that'll be your ball game. She said, shifting from basketball to softball, baseball, it's actually the first softball game I've called this year, and it's not an ICC game. It just don't feel right. But we are happy to be able to bring this for the Northeast and South Suburban fans out there this afternoon. We'll have game 2 coming up at the conclusion of this one. Grounder right back to the pitcher. Throw over to first is in time. Runner will advance. So that works just like a sacrifice bunt there. 1-3 on the putout. And this should be Minshew coming to the plate. We'll see if they have made a change there. No, it's still going to be Minshew coming to the plate here. Trouble. She had a 2-run single in her first at bat, scored a run, and then had a single in her next at bat. So she's 2 for 2 this afternoon with a runner at third that could represent the game-ending run there. This one ripped down the line, but foul. Well, she was thinking about ending that one as she tattooed it down the line that time, but just a little bit too far ahead of it. Strike one is the call here. There is 2 outs in the inning. So South Suburban would love to get out of this inning with no damage done. Grounder forward, and that could do it. And they will. Great job there bouncing back after giving up the single to start the inning. 1-3 on the put out there. We will go to the 6th. We'll be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as a new batter at the plate here. Or maybe not. Maybe she's just got a hoodie on, or a jacket on. It's showing. So it's going to be Schneider. Yep, it is 99. I was going to say it's showing 99, but then they do have a 99 on the roster. So a very unique number there. As we're in the top of the 6th inning. That first pitch fouled off for a strike. Beautiful change up there. 0-2 now is the count here on Schneider. Schneider batted .256 last season for the Bulldogs. As we mentioned, they made a deep run in the D2 World Series last season. Made it to the second round of elimination games as that pitch drifts high for a ball. Not a bad spot to miss. Found out earlier that the stylish vocals that we heard was one of our very own softball players. Hallie Turner was singing down there between one of the innings. We may have to sign her up for the national anthem one game. She is going to Goldie Beacom next season. If anybody knows where that is, I'll be surprised. Well, not really if you check the ICC website, as it's in Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware. Here's a fun fact for those fans that don't keep up with ICC athletics because you're Northeast and South Suburban fans. That is the second player ever to sign with a program in Delaware for the ICC softball team. This pitch popped up, and a fan went to make the catch, but in and out of his hands, Fan. So the other player was Lara Andrews, who was from New Zealand. She went to the University of Delaware. Ground ball to second. Throw over in time, 4-3 to retire Schneider. Not only did she play for Delaware, but she was also, and currently still is, the captain for the New Zealand softball team that's trying to advance to the Olympics. As now this is going to be number 23, Graham, coming to the plate for South Suburban. Just making sure they get her checked in here. Graham swings on this one, liner out to right field, and it's going to drop for a hit. Or did they say it was foul? Oh, it's a foul ball. Well, Tittle can breathe a sigh of relief there, as that one was just foul. Good job by the first base umpire. He was sitting on top of the line to be able to call that one easily that time, as it was a bang-bang play down the line. As this pitch fouled back off the catcher and the home plate umpire. Looked like it caught the catcher on the shoulder there. Good job by the home plate umpire to come up and walk the ball out to the pitcher. And it was Minshew behind the plate. She was like, I'm all right, let's play. That is still Minshew behind the plate. We'll see if they'll reset the count here for us. I know it's 2 strikes. It is going to be an 0-2 count. So Graham will dig in. Swinging and a miss for strike 3, and Tittle fired up. After that one, that is her 10th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. So 2 away now here in the top of the 6th inning. And that pitch is going to be in there for a strike. In case there are any ICC fans watching today, the baseball team went up to USA Stadium in Millington, Tennessee, and they picked up a 8-1 win over Olney, O-L-N-E-Y, as this is going to be a jam job foul back for strike 2. They're currently getting set to play John Wood in the second game. Is currently tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 2nd. So 0-2 is the count here. This pitch nearly hitting the first base coach over there. Had that long drive and had a chance to wake up. If not, he was awake now. So he was laughing that one off over there in the first base box. That's Ortiz at the plate. So there's 2 away. Swinging strike 3. What a game today for Tittle. That is her 11th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. We're going to take a break, and let's hear from Renaissance Bank. Find out what's next. Thanks to Renaissance Bank. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First pitch of the bottom of the sixth inning, as we have a new pitcher in here for South Suburban. This is going to be Abby Graffinar. I do apologize if I'm saying that wrong. As that pitch looked good, but called a ball. 2-0 is the count. It's 7-0 Northeast here in the bottom of the sixth inning. That pitch drifts high. 3-0 now is the count. Actually 2-1. Did not see where he called a strike earlier. Maybe that one that I thought was a strike, he actually did call a strike, just didn't bark it out. So 2-1 now is the count. Ground ball, second baseman gets it. Easy throw over. 4-3 on the putout. This is Carnathan coming to the plate. Close enough that time? Okay, she said it was right. As home plate umpires, I don't know what he said, something over there Northeast, and maybe just want to make sure that, I don't know what he's going to make sure of, and she wasn't substituted out, so that pitch missing low for a ball. So one away here. Breeze picking up here at the ballpark. Judging by everyone outside, it's cold. Coach Arnett saying no. If she said it's not cold, then it's not cold. She says tomorrow it'll be cold. Everybody in South Suburban laughs. I wonder what the temperature is up in that part of the world. As there's a line drive, and it's going to knife away from the center fielder. That could go for extra bases, and it will. And that'll be the first extra base hit of the day for either team. And that goes to Carnathan with the double. So this will be 0-0 coming to the plate now here. And this is going to be Calicut. And now we have a pinch runner coming in. This is going to be number 10. And that is going to be Amaya Hill coming in to run. Well, the temperature right now in Tupelo, 69. South Bend, Indiana. I keep that on my phone quite often. It is a blistering 29 degrees. Let's see if I can pull up Chicago real quick. Don't imagine it's going to be very different. Depends on which way the wind's blowing off the lakes. Is that pitch in there for a strike? I lied. It's a little warmer in Chicago, so 31 degrees in Chicago. So almost double what it is here versus there. As there's a line drive over the head of the shortstop. Could be trouble here. Left fielder's going to come up throwing. And, oh, the throw just short. And that'll do it. That'll be a RBI single. And that'll be your ball game. Your final score in this one is going to be Northeast 8, South Suburban 0, as that'll do it. We're going to take a timeout, probably come back in about 30 minutes for the start of Game 2. So we invite you to come back in about 30 minutes for the start of Game 2 here in Tupelo. Your final score, Northeast 8, South Suburban 0, back at 30 minutes right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.